ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. Yesterday what we have discussed. What is the tenure of election commissioners and chief election commissioners? 65 years or until the age of 6 years or until the age of 65 years. Okay. What is the removal process? Removal process is also same like a Supreme Court judge. Salary is also same as of Supreme Court judge. Okay, what is that majority they need for removal process? Special majority with absolute majority. That should be in both the houses. And then it will be sent for the president. Okay. Then there is another function of the Election Commission of India, that is they will conduct the elections based on the report of this Delimitation Commission Act. Okay, Delimitation Commission. Firstly, let us know Delimitation Commission. Concentrate. Delimitation means fixing the boundaries. Fixing the boundaries for your constituency. Fixing the boundaries for your constituency. Constituency means kshetragalu. Okay, that it will fix what is the area in that constituency. The area that will be included in the constituency, and the Delimitation Commission will say. Okay, based on the report of Delimitation Commission, the Election Commission of India will conduct the elections. See, it will give the report based on the population, the census. For every 10 years, there will be census conducted based on the population. It will fix the boundaries. Understood? Based on a population, it will fix the boundaries. Then that report will be given for Election Commission of India. Then it will conduct the elections. And based on the report of the Delimitation Commission only, the Parliament will increase or decrease the seats in Parliament. 543 there, 245 here. Okay, that increasing in the seats, the decreasing the number of seats in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. That is based on the Delimitation Commission report. Okay, 543 seats there presently. The maximum seat is 550. That it can be increased to 300, 350 in future. That too based on the report of Delimitation Commission. And nobody is having the right to question regarding the report of Delimitation Commission, not even the courts in India. The report given by the report submitted by this delimitation commission can't be challenged in any court of law. Understood? And based on a population, Parliament will increase or decrease the strength of Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha. 550 ididu, based on population, it can increase to 570, 580 in future. Ee tara irtade. Okay. In order to increase the seats in Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, delimitation report is necessary. Understood? Okay. Let me dictate right down. Act or process of fixing. It is an act or process of fixing boundaries of territorial constituencies in the country. Delimitation Commission of India is a statutory body. Statutory body meaning non-constitutional, not constitutional. It is a not constitutional body or non-constitutional body. Established by an act of Parliament. Full stop. Next sentence. Article 81,82, 170, 330, 332 of the Constitution of India deals with the delimitation of the parliament, of the parliamentary and assembly constituencies. Stop. Concentrate here. The seats of Lok Sabha is there maximum 550, then present is 543. This seat, maximum seat 550, that is fixed. That is fixed based on the population census. Population census of 1971. ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ population census, based on that they have fixed this, and it is been frozen till 2026. Allivargu they can't change this number. They can't increase the seats in the Lok Sabha. After this year, they will increase the seats in the Lok Sabha. Are you understanding? They have frozen this till 2026. What is the population census they have taken? The calculation is based on 1971 census. We are living in 2025. Okay. 50 years back census, more than 50 years back census, based on that only they have fixed this number in Lok Sabha. Okay. They will increase the seats. The parliament can increase the seats after 2026. Right now the census is going on in India. ಜನಗಣತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆನಾ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. Once the census have been calculated entirely, then based on this census, delimitation commission will make a report and it will take time and it will give a report for the election commission of India. Next baruvanta elections 2029 Lok Sabha elections nalli they might increase or increase the seats. Decrease enagodilla, they might increase the seats. But it will affect for the southern India because see entirely if you took India based on a population only they will establish the constituency. ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, it is based on a population itself. Okay. And in southern India the population is less compared to the northern India. And here see 1971 till then the ratio between the northern India and southern India was equal, nearly equal. But adadmele enaytu antandre there was a family planning. There was a family planning that have been brought by this government of India. That family planning was so effective in southern India but not in northern India. That's why the population was huge in northern India compared to the southern India. Southern India dalli family planning ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ effective ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದ್ರು. And but in northern India it was not there. Not much ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. And then there was a disproportion in the population. That's why they have free 2026. But now the southern states are telling that they are blaming for this central government that we have effectively implemented whatever the central government they have told to implement the family planning. But right now if you decrease the seats in the southern and increase the seats in the northern, it will be imbalance in the parliament as well as in Lok Sabha as well as in the assembly seats. Population ಮೇಲೆನೆ ಇವರು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತದೋ ಅಷ್ಟು MLAs ಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಪ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ in southern India. When the lesser population in southern India, the lesser MPs, lesser MLAs, lesser MLCs. ಹೌದಾ? And there will be more number of MLAs, MLCs and MPs in northern India. That will affect for the development of the southern India as well. That is the concern of all the state governments in the southern India, especially Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka as well. Understood? Okay. Because if you take the total fertility rate, TFR rate of total average India is just 1.9. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is 1.9, less than 2% right now. Average, I'm telling the average. Understood? See how the population is decreasing. Okay, the population will decline after 30-40 years. It will come and youths ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Right now youths are more in number in India. But ಇದೇ ತರ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ effective family planning should be there. In 1971 till 1971 they used to have 8 to 10 children in one family. But suddenly when they brought this family planning, there was only 2. Right now ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಒಂದು. ಹೌದಾ? Suddenly there is a decline and the youth population will be less after 30 or 40 years. And totally the old age people will be there in India, the majority of the people. Right now, only 20% of the old age people are living in India. More than 65. More than 65, there are only 20%. But once there is a decline in the population, it will affect for India as well. Same like a Japan. In Japan, there are a lot more of old age people. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂತ್ಸ್ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ. That's why they are giving the holidays for the youths, okay, to go and enjoy trip, family planning, and also they are telling to get married and have the children. Okay, see, there will be this kind of imbalance in the population that will affect the development of India as well in future. That's why there should be effective family programs as well. There should be youths. Youths are the efficient workers for development of the society, the nation. Understood? Okay. Okay, let me dictate right now. The total number of existing seats, total number of existing seats as allocated to various states in the Lok Sabha on the basis of 1971 census shall remain 1971 census shall remain unaltered till 2026. Full stop. Have you understood delimitation commission? There were 4 delimitation commission have been amended so far. 1952, 1963, 1973, 2003. Sorry, 2002. What is delimitation commission? Yes, it is the commission that will fix the boundaries for the constituency for Lok Sabha and for state legislative assembly, MLAs. Lower house ಯಾವ್ದಿದೆ ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೋಕಸಭಾ, ಇನ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಹೌಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಲೆಜಿಸ್ಲೇಟಿವ್ ಅಸೆಂಬ್ಲಿ. Okay, for Lok Sabha and state legislative assembly. Write down in a note the report given by the delimitation commission, the report given by the delimitation commission cannot be challenged, cannot be challenged in any court. Got it? This is of this delimitation commission chapter itself. Okay. Delimitation commission, election commission of India, both are interlinked. That's why this concept I have covered up. Okay. Next, RPA Act, Representative of People's Act. Representation of People's Act 1950, 1951. Okay. Let us study which are the points they have added in 1950 and why they have amended, they have brought this new RPA Act of 1951. Okay. This is comprehensive. This is having a brief codes that they have given. Okay. Firstly, in RPA Act of 1950, that deals mainly with the matters relating to the preparation and revision of electoral rolls. Electoral rolls, have you seen that list? Do you know the list of electoral rolls? It's kind of a booklet, the paper, okay? All the details, your photo, your name, age, okay? Your money number no hakirtaralli, okay? And your epic card number, that will be given. Regardless of gender, religion, caste, place of birth, everything is included in that. Okay, Hindus ge bere electoral roll, Muslim ge bere electoral roll anta madiralla. Okay, it is based on the house number, on mane admele non mane number aa madi add madi hakirtare. Those who have aged more than 18, those people will be added in that. Okay, that is what called as electoral roll. Supplemented by registration of electors rules 1960 made by the central government in consultation with the election commission. See, there is electoral rules that have been added in 1960. Based on that, the consultation of election commission is required, how to conduct the elections and everything. Next, our rules are the electoral rules 1960 that deals with preparation of electoral rolls, their periodic revision means adding up the new voters, those who have attained the age of 18, and removing people who are already dead. Inclusion of eligible names and exclusion of ineligible names. Ineligible andre yaru? Those who are dead. Okay. Next, correction of particulars. They will do the corrections as well. Okay. Images agirbodu. Next, the constituency as well. Okay. You can use the address as well. If you can just vote in your native as well if you are having the voter ID there, or else you can make the changes and you can vote in Bangalore as well the same way. Okay, but ಅಲ್ಲಿನ vote ಹಾಕೋಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ vote ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, only one vote. Okay, either you should give the address. Okay, based on that only they will give you the voter ID. There only you should go and vote. ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you should go and you should vote for your native. Okay, or else you can change the address. You can vote in this respective constituency where you belong to. Okay, next. These rules are provided for the issues of electoral identity cards to register electors bearing their photographs at the state cost. They will only nowadays. Previously, they used to take the photos of the voters, but ಇವಾಗ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ passport size photos ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. You should give the application form with the photos, passport size photos, then they will make you the epic card and give. Okay, then let us see here in 1951. All matters related to the actual conduct of elections, how the election should be conducted, the properly and detailedly they have given in this 1951 RPA Act. Here they have given at the surface level, here they have given at the proper level. Okay, how to conduct elections, who are eligible for contesting the elections, what are the disqualification procedure, all that is given briefly in this RPA Act of 1951. Next, all matters relating to the actual conduct of elections supplemented by the conduct of election rules 1961. Here that is 1960, here there is a 1961 electoral rules. Okay. Framed by the central government in consultation with the election commission. The same, both are same itself. Both the points are same, but only the year is different. They have brought the election rules 1960-61. Here, issue a writ of notification. They will just give you the notification on which date the elections will be held, and calling the elections, filing of nomination, scrutiny of nomination, withdrawal of candidates, withdrawal of nominations as well, taking a poll. Polls, have you know the poll results? Before the election, there will be poll results, exit polls. ಹೌದಾ, ಈ ತರ ಏನೋ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಮಾಕ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಅದು ಸಂಭವ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಒನ್. ಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ವೋಟ್ಸ್, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಹೌಸಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸೋ ಡಿಕ್ಲೇರ್ಡ್. vote counting till the results declare, allivargu all that process will be conducted from this RPA Act of 1951. Everything, they will announce the dates. Once they announce the dates, then there will be model code of conduct, Niti Samhita jarige bartade, that one, and election process. Along with that, nomination paper should be filed, it should be given by the candidates. At form irtade, form number is different for MLAs, for MPs, for municipality members, for panchayati members, for president ge idella forms ಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, numbers. Okay, they should fill that form and they should submit it as a nomination paper. Usually the DC will be there. Okay, and ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ. Even though if you are a PM candidate, you should submit for the respective DC of that constituency itself. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿ, have you seen that? Okay, and also then they will scrutinize that, they will cross check, they will check your proper name, your caste, age, and along with that they will check background, whether you are having civil cases or criminal cases against you, and whatever the income that you have submitted, whether it's correct or not, that all will be scrutinized and it will be get accepted. And there will be specific time as well to withdraw the nomination. Ivaga I am candidate, I have submitted the nomination paper. ಟು ಕಾಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್. ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು 3-4 ದಿನ ಟೈಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ವಿತ್ಡ್ರಾ ಮೈ ನಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪೇಪರ್. Okay, that is what withdrawal of candidature. And taking of polls will be taken. Polls means ಇದು ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮಾಕ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಜನಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆ. ಹೌದಾ, ಯಾರು ಗೆಲ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾರು ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ, ಸಂಭಾವ್ಯ ಯಾರಿಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ, ನೀವ್ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ polls here. And different types of agencies will declare the results. Exit poll. Before conducting the election ಒಂದು poll ಇರ್ತದೆ, after conducting the election ಇನ್ನೊಂದು poll ಇರ್ತದೆ. Last result that will be declared by the Election Commission of India. ಬಟ್ ಇದೇನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಗೆಲ್ಬಹುದು, ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಗೆಲ್ಬಹುದು ಏನೋ, ಈ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ಗೆಲ್ಬಹುದು ಏನೋ. Okay, and that agencies will give that reports as well. There are different types of private agencies in India, and they will give the report. It is like expected result. This might be, it might be true till 70 to 80% as well. Okay, not 100%. It can, this poll results can change the mindset of the voters as well. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದೇ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಅದು ಗೆಲ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಹಿಂಗ್ ಗೆಲ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪುಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹವಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತದನೋ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗೋದು ಜನರು. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸೀನ್ ದಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಪಬ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಾಗೋದು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಲಿ, ಅಂಡ್ ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಯಾರಿಗೆ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಆಸ್ಕ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೀಗಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿನೈ, ಬೀಂಗ್ ವೋಟರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡಿನೈ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಲ್ ದೆಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಯಾವ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಯು ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ದ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಡಿನೈ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಆರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್, ನಾವು ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ವೋಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಜನೂ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ, ನೀನ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ದೆ, ನೀನ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, 2 ಪಾರ್ಟಿದವ್ರು ಆಚ ಕಡೆ ಒಂದ್ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರು ನಿಂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ವೋಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವ್ರಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇವ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಭಯ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅದು ಇದು ವೋಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ಏನೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. That was there too much in this villages. Right now it is also there. Lot of people will discriminate regarding the political parties anta bandra. Ivrge vote hakbeku, they will just pressurize the voters as well. Very important. All post-election matters to resolve doubts and disputes arising out of or in connection with the elections. See, election matters regarding election matters, if there is any kind of dispute, once after the election gets over, they will solve the dispute. Before election, they will not sort out the dispute. If you are having any kind of problems, lot of times it happens. Okay, when the candidate files the nomination, suddenly after scrutiny, his nomination will get withdraw. Suddenly his nomination will not get cleared. Okay, adenagtade antandre he will become ineligible for contesting the election if it is not properly accepted, okay, by the scrutinizing officers. Suddenly he in that constituency they can't stop that election because of this one candidate. Contest ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪತ್ರ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಟ್ ಅದು ನಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇಶ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ he will become ineligible for contesting in that election, and he can't suddenly go for the court and bring the stay for conducting the election. Once the results gets declared. Election ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Okay, the other contesting people, they will contest the election and election will get over. And after the declaration of result, then the Election Commission of India, the court, the Supreme Court or High Court, they will solve that case. They will investigate why this person have become ineligible in the nomination paper. Election ಆಗೋಕಿನ ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟಲ್ಲ. There will be no stay will be taken place. Elections ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ whatever the judgment they give, it is based on that only. So yeah, raised before a high court of a state concern, but only after the election is over, as I told you. Election ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ dispute solve ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, and not when the election process is still on. Okay. And when these candidates of the political party, while campaigning, campaign ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ if they violate this model code of conduct, there will be no punishment under the bars. ಅವರಿಗೆ jail ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Only the thing is, the Election Commission of India can restrict these candidates for campaigning for few days. That's it. That is the punishment. Understand, Aita? Think that these candidates are campaigning in a public area by not taking the permission from the police station and from several departments, or if they are doing the malpractice as well. During that time, Election Commission of India will give the notice for them not to do the campaign for few days, like 5 days, 7 days, 10 days. Atara punishment ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. Understood? And they will not give the punishment by doing the FIR or something against them. And there will be no prison for them. ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, the only punishment is they should stop the campaign for few of time. And these candidates will defame the other candidate as well during campaigning. You have seen that. Okay? ಅದೇನಾದ್ರು ಡಿಫೇಮೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, only the thing is, ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಒಂದು 5 days 10 days ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡಿಫೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಈ ತರ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, then there will be a serious action will be taken place. Okay. But defame in the sense that the candidates can defame the political party ideologies and the work they have done, not personal defamation. Okay. Our ideologies ಗೆ ತೆಗಳ್ಬಹುದು, our ideologies ನ ಅಪೋಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕಂಡಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. And also the working, whatever the schemes are there or what they have worked for 5 years, ಅದನ್ನ ಏನೋ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ they can condemn that, but not the personal reasons, or not the condemning the caste, condemning the religion during that time. Okay. Any doubts? Write down this, very important. Write down both of them. Are you studying M. Lakshmikant book? Try to study that. By next week, we are completing this polity. In 1951, only they will add or delete the voters and they will take the photos. That's it they have given. No conducting of elections have been mentioned here. Totally that election process have been mentioned only in this 1951 RPA. In detail ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ 1951 and that's why 1951 census is important. Sorry, 1951 RPA Act is important. During elections, all the civil servants will be very busy. IAS officers, IPS officers, totally the police department, military, paramilitary forces. Because military, paramilitary forces will be deployed in elections. A check post nalli nodi. ಮುಂಚೆ ಎಲ್ಲ previously police officers used to be there to check the vehicles. ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ military forces ನವರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. Have you seen? Military forces will be deployed. By this, we have completed 3 to 4 chapters in this election commission. One is Election Commission of India. One is this one, RPA Act of 1951. This is under separate chapter. One is Delimitation Commission of India. And another one is that Election Commission ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ CEO ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, Chief Electoral Officer, District Electoral Officer, Returning Officer, Presiding Officer. That is separate chapter. I've completed that chapter as well. Totally 4 chapters we have covered up. See, let's study lastly the model code of conduct. Okay, Niti Samhita Jari. And electoral reforms ನೋಡಿ. So when the candidate is filing the nomination, ಅವನಿಂದ ಒಂದು 10 ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕು ಪ್ರಪೋಸರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, these proposers should be go for the office. Okay, that they tell that ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು 10 ಜನನಾದ್ರೂ ಇದೀವಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, while he is filing the nomination ಅಲ್ಲಿ there will be guarantors. Okay, and they sign ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ, and at least 10 members should be agents for him. Okay, proposers ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. There should be proposers. Nomination ಪತ್ರ ಫೈಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಂದು 4-5 ಜನರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. That is what proposers. Okay, let us see the model code of conduct. Model code of conduct. Let's study and you can write down afterwards. Okay. See, this model code of conduct will come effectively on which day is that this Election Commission of India announces the election schedule. There will be press conference will be held. Election Commission of India will just call for the press conference, and 3 members, these CEC will be sitting in the middle and 2 ECs will be sitting beside them, and those ECI will announce in front of the reporters that in Karnataka will conduct the elections in this specific month on this day. The moment they announce the elections, the day, from that day till results, the model code of conduct will come into the effect. Illivargu till declaration of results. That is, the total duration will be 1 month to 1.5 months. Allivargu model code of conduct ಜಾರಿಗೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Let us see that as well. Okay. Till election results are declared. Let us see the points. General conduct. Okay. Parties and candidates must avoid actions that could aggregate existing differences and create hatred among caste. Okay. Don't write firstly, let me explain. Okay. These candidates, these political parties should not give hatred speech regarding the caste, religion, communities, linguistic groups, ಅಂದ್ರೆ language groups. ಈ ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋವಾಗ hatred speech ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು. That is what called as model code of conduct. Candidate should not give, the political party should not give. Then, along with that, they should not appeal to communal feelings to secure votes. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಜಾತಿಗೆ ತೆಗಳಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾತಿಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಜಾತಿಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಈ ತರ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನಿಂಗ್, ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ. Then, and worship and places of worship must not be used for election propaganda. The temple, mosque, church should not be used for election propaganda, for campaigning of elections. ಹೋಗಿ ಗುಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಪೆಂಡಲ್ ಹಾಕ್ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಮಾಡೋದು, it should not be done. That is against the model code of conduct. These are the public places, religious places. Wherever there is a temple, church, mosque, there they should not do any kind of election propaganda. Understood? Then, criticism of opponents. That's what I told you previously. The private lives of leaders and workers should not be criticized. The personal matters na criticize ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ criticize ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay. The criticism should be confined to policies. Policies na condemn ಮಾಡಿ, programs na condemn ಮಾಡಿ. Past record means past working of that ruling party or any opposite party. You condemn that, but should not extend the private lives of leaders or workers. Private life na condemn ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. Okay. And criticism based on unverified allegation or distortion is to be avoided. Authenticated proof idena, you condemn. If you don't have proof, don't condemn, don't make it gossip. The candidate should not do that. Hangagittu, hingagittu, hangagoitu. Should not be done without proof. Corrupt practices is bribing the voters, impersonation, canvassing within 100 meters of polling station. Wherever the police station is situated, 100 meters ದಾಟ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, they are having the right to propagate for the voters, do the campaign for the voters. Within that 100 meters they should not. Election day ದಿನ ನೋಡಿ 100 meters ಹೊರಗಡೆನೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಎಲ್ಲ political parties ನವರು. Okay. And once the start of elections 36 hours ಮುಂಚೆನೆ they should stop the campaigning. Election start ಆಗೋ 36 hours ಮುಂಚೆ, 1.5 days. Next, meetings and processions. Parties must obtain permissions from local police station and authorities for meetings and procession. Procession ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, have you seen? ರೋಡ್ ನಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ campaigning, procession ಅಂದ್ರೆ campaigning and meetings ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. For that they should take the permission from the local police station. In order to do the campaigning, ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ನ. ಇವತ್ತು ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾಳೆ ಈ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. They should give that permission. They should take the permission. Then this includes informing them of the venue, time, route to enable proper security and traffic arrangements. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, the venue, the timing also, the route. Opposition ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ರೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, in which route they are doing, they should take the permission. ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ರೂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಜಾಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ ನೋಡಿ, ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಆನ್ ಪೋಲಿಂಗ್ ಡೇ, parties must cooperate with election officials to ensure peaceful and orderly process. No liquor is to be served or distributed during 48-hour period ending with the closure of the poll. Poll ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಂಜೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ. ಸಂಜೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಮುಂಚೆ 2 ದಿನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 48 hours ಲಿಕರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾಪ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸೀನ್? ಇರ್ತದೇನೆ ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, liquor shops will be closed just 1 or 2 days ಶಾಪ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಇನ್ ಪವರ್. ಓಕೆ, ರೂಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನ್ಸ್. Ruling party should not misutilize their designation, whatever they are having right now. Next, ministers cannot combine official visits with electioneering and official machinery. Personal government transport are not to be used for campaigning. Ruling party davaru yavdu vehicles facilities government employees na ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಾರ್ದು for the campaigning. Government spending and projects, they should not announce the schemes, they should not announce the programs, policies. Okay, once elections are announced, minister and other authorities cannot sanction grants denige schemes ge duddu funds or payments from discretionary funds. They cannot announce new financial grants, new budget announce ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ once the elections have been announced by the Election Commission of India. And promise public facilities and lay foundation stones for new projects. New projects ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವತ್ತಿನ ದಿನ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ? ಗುದ್ಲಿ ಪೂಜೆ. ಇನಾಗ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸಾರಿ, ಅದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. Only that can be made only by the government officials, not the ministers. ಯಾರು? Civil servants, IAS officer, KS officers, concerned department, government official, they can do, not these ministers, CM, MLAs, MPs during that time. Use of public space. Public places like maidans and helipads must be made available to all parties on equal terms. Public maidan should be not meant for only ruling party, it should be meant for also opposition party. Government guest houses cannot be monopolized by the ruling party. Government guest houses gal irtade, it should be given for every kinds of political parties as well. Election manifestos, andre manifestos means promising something. A candidate promise ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, that is what manifesto is. The contents of manifestos must not violate the constitution, while promises of welfare measures are permissible. ಜನರ ಏಳಿಗೆಗಾಗಿ you can promise, okay, but ಅಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇದ್ದದನ್ನ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಲ್ಲ. They should be accompanied by the rational and indication of financial means to fund them, promoting transparency. Totally that manifesto ನಂಬೋ ಹಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. These are the model code of conduct. Have you understood? Okay, write down this. See, this is the interview level of question as well. Okay, model code of conduct. Write down. This is the definition, these are the provisions. Write down the definition. Write it in your own words. It doesn't mean that you should write down exactly whatever the wordings are there. Okay. ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ತಿಳಿಯುತ್ತೋ ಅದರಿಂದ write down that in a keywords. ಇದು 3 ಲೈನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That is what UPSC means. Let me mark important wordings. General conduct anta barkondo put the arrow mark. Parties and candidates must avoid hatred speech regarding caste, communities, religion, linguistic groups, and also places of worship should not be used for election propaganda. Easter. Write it in your own words. Criticism of opponents. Criticism, arrow mark, policies, programs, past records. Should not defame regarding personal matters. That's it. Wording should be appropriate. Okay. The wordings, the sentences should not be like whatever we speak. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ನಾವು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್. ಇಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಪ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ವರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದ it will come in my mind, I have written this one. Okay, it should not be like that. It is having its own kind of way of writing or expressing the views. You should express the views like an officer. Don't write like the individuality, what you are. Okay. ಕುಸುಮ ಆಗಿ ಇವಾಗ ಹರ್ಷ ಆಗಿ ಆ ತರ ಬರಿಬಾರ್ದು. You should write like an officer. That's it. Think like an officer, write like an officer. Okay. Next. Write down. Concentrate here. These are important wordings. Bribing and canvassing within 100 meters of polling station. That's it. Meetings and procession must take permission from local police. That's it. Okay. And includes information of venue, date, route to enable this one. This is important. Polling day. No liquor should be served. 30-48 hours. This is not important. Gotiroda. Party in power Ministers cannot utilize, minister cannot utilize official machinery, means vehicles. Don't write this one, write vehicles. Government vehicles. Government vehicles. Personal means government employees. Write down this only. Government transport. No, don't write this. Already we have covered there. Government vehicles. Government vehicles and personal. Personal means your government employees. Or you can write down government employees. That's it. Not important. Don't write this. This one. Write this one. Make the sentence and write that much only. ಬರೀ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ A to Z ಬರ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋದ್ರೆ it will be 3 to 5 pages. You should write short answer with good keywords, the important keywords. After this, after the break, we'll solve the questions regarding prelims for Panchayat Municipality Election Commission of India totally. Okay. Solve the prelims questions. I hope you all have attended that Panchayat Municipality classes. Have you attended Panchayat Municipality? ಬಂದಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ covered this, completed. Write down only important points. Okay. You should be speed while writing the answers. 3 hours ಆದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ 5 ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದಲ್ಲ, 20 ಬರಿಬೇಕು. If you write compulsory all the 20 questions, then they will give you only 100 marks out of 250 marks. If you write 5 answers, only 20 marks. Once elections are announced, ministers cannot. Okay, here it is. Ministers cannot sanction grants and announce new financial grants and lay down the foundation. That's it. Starting, you feel every sentence is important. Okay, in the beginning, you feel every sentence is important. But once you go through the syllabus, once you do the revision as many number of times, you will only realize which are important sentence, which are unimportant, which are important topics, which are important chapters. You will only realize. Starting ಎಲ್ಲಾನು mark ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಹಂಗೆ. And don't mark every sentence of this author books. That's in the beginning, first time of revision. Start to do the revision by understanding that entire chapter properly. You should study the entire chapter, only one chapter properly. Then you should make your own notes. You feel like every sentence is important, every sentences are important. It is not true. Okay, only the important key points, just 10 to 15 important key points are important in one chapter. 3 to 4 pages will be called as one chapter in M. Lakshmikant book. Okay, chick chapters gal irutte. Okay, not every 3 to 4 chapters, or not every 3 to 4 pages are important. Only ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಒನ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಎಲ್ಲಾನು ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ if you include all that sentence, it will be just like only one paragraph. That is much important. And ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, if you do 3 to 4 times of revision, you will realize, okay, which is important, which is not. Okay, since you are in the starting phase, try to understand firstly the concept ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. The topics you should get to understand, then you can study the M. Lakshmikant properly. Okay, don't mark with a pencil in the first time while doing the revision. Okay, just try to understand that. Once you go through and complete that one chapter, then in the next revision, just mark with a pencil which you feel that is important, and whatever I have told in the class. Okay, then after 5th or 6th revision, you should mark with a highlighter. That's it, the important keywords, highlighter pen. This is the end of this model code of conduct. We'll take the break and we'll start with the prelims oriented question of Panchayat, Municipality, Election Commission of India. We'll discuss. If you completed, take a break. Okay, let us discuss the prelims oriented questions of Panchayat, Municipality and Election Commission of India. Consider the following statements regarding the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Once you just study the question, start with what they have asked. Whether they have asked which of the, don't study all this, just concentrate what they have given the question. Whether they have given the question of which of the following statements are correct or how many of the following statements are correct. There are two patterns in UPSC. One is which of the following statements are correct or how many of the following statements are correct. They might give incorrect as well. ಇದು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. In 1 year of UPSC, 70% of the questions they asked regarding incorrect only. Every time they used to ask only the correct statements, but sometime suddenly this changed that. Incorrect anta kotbitru. Okay, concentrate, that is whether they have asked correct or incorrect, and also they have asked which of the following or how many of the following statements are correct. Then start studying this sentences. Okay, for which of the following above statements are correct, for this kind of pattern we will be having the options like 1 and 2 only, 3 and 4 only, 2 and 3 only. There we can utilize this elimination technique. Okay, let us see that. First, what they have asked, consider the following statements regarding 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. 73rd related to which? Panchayat. Chale aliga hogbeko aa chapter ge. 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, that is Panchayat antali. Then related to the Panchayat, they have given the sentences. Concentrate, which one? It made the establishment of Panchayats mandatory for all the states. Whether all the states are having mandatory of having the Panchayat or not. Then it added the 11th schedule of the Constitution. 11, this is correct. Okay, you are having the doubt in this. You are having the doubt in the first statement, but this is absolutely correct. Then it provided for the reservation of seats for scheduled castes, scheduled tribes only. It provided the reservation for whom? Along with them, women of all the categories, general merit, OBC, SC, ST. Specifically, the reservation given for SC, ST, including women from all the caste. Understood? This statement is wrong. If the third statement is wrong, then try to eliminate that. Wherever it is a 3, eliminate that. What you will be getting? 1 only. Option A is correct. Even though you are having the confusion with this one, with the help of elimination technique, you can get the proper answer, the correct answer. It doesn't mean that you should know all the sentences. ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಗಳು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ, ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ. ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ದಟ್. Since the sentence 3 is wrong, you can eliminate this option wherever it is 3. You will get the right answer. This is the pattern. Have you got my point? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? It is mandatory. Okay, it is mandatory. Every state will be having the, all the states. Every states will be having the Panchayat. Next. What they have given? How many of the following features are provided? The 73rd Amendment Act. State Election Commission, State Finance Commission, District Planning Commission, Metropolitan Planning Committee. Okay. 1 only, 2 only, 3 only, all 4. They have asked how many of the following. Here you can't use the elimination technique. Okay. In 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, which are the commission that we have discussed there? 73rd ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ state election commission we have discussed. It will conduct the election. State finance commission, it will give the fundings. We have studied this. District planning committee, metropolitan planning committee, that will come in panchayat, sorry, municipalities. Then only 2 are correct. These are related to where? Municipality chapter. Got my point? Consider the following statements. Panchayats at the district level are directly elected by the people. Panchayats at the district level are directly elected by the people. Somewhere you have written that is indirectly elected. Village panchayat, that is gram panchayat, those members are directly elected by the people. But this taluk and this village, sorry, taluk and district level, they are indirectly elected by the people. Oh, Didi, I have made you to write as well the note. Okay, this statement is wrong. Okay. They have asked which of the following statements are correct, is or are correct anta kelidara. When this statement is wrong, that's why you should know the topics properly anta heltare. Okay. This statement is wrong. The chairperson of panchayats at the village level are elected directly by the voters. Yes, chairperson, sorry, chairperson agodilla. Members of panchayat at the just check, chairpersons are directly elected or indirectly elected. Members of panchayat are at the village level, they are directly elected by the voters. Check regarding the chairpersons as well. Chairperson andre alli president of that village level. That is correct, I think. They are directly elected. That is, see, if you eliminate this one, statement 1, if you eliminate this, what will be getting? See the options. What options they have given? 1 only. 1 is wrong. You should eliminate this. 2 only. Both 1 and 2. Since 1 is included here, you should eliminate that. Okay. Neither 1 nor 2. 1 wrong ide, 2 wrong ide. Second is also wrong anta heli. Neither 1 nor 2 means both the statements are wrong. Here we know that this statement is correct. That's why B only is correct. That is 2 only. Okay. Just see the next question. Concentrate here. Which of the following subjects are included in the 11th schedule of the Constitution? 11th schedule, Panchayat. Panchayat nalli subjects ide. How many subjects are there? 29 subjects. 29 subjects in Panchayat, 18 subjects in municipality. Items anta helidde nodi, 29 items. That is what? Okay, they have given these items, the subjects, and you should write, do this one. Rural electrification. Panchayat related to rural electrification. That is correct. Minor irrigation. Minor irrigation in urban alla irtada. Where it will be? Village. Common sense questions idella. See, and urban planning. Panchayat not related to the urban planning at all. How that? Then we can eliminate this one. Wherever it is 3, eliminate this and you'll be getting the correct answer. Items nodre helbodu whether it's related for the panchayat or municipality anta heli. Urban planning related to the municipality. Next, Panchayati Raj was first introduced in India in Option A, Rajasthan, Nagaur. Next one, the 74th constitutional amendment deals with Ivaga 74th deals with municipality. Sudden municipality ನೆನಪಾಗಬೇಕು. Municipality that deals with what? Amendment deals with urban local government, cooperative society, tribal advisory council, rural development. Which is the correct answer? 74 constitutional amendment deals with what? Municipality. Municipality ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಹೆಸರಿದೆ, urban local government. The different name of municipality is urban local government. For panchayat, rural local government. Next, consider the following statements. They have given how many of the above statements are correct. ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. We should check. 74th amendment provides for district planning committee. The 12th schedule contains functions of municipalities. 12th schedule that contains the functions of municipality. Yes, it is true. Okay. The state election commission conducts elections to both panchayat and municipality. This statement is also correct. Ivaga confusion error the first one. Oda 74th amendment provides for district planning committee. It is included. 74th constitutional amendment ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, that deals with what? Municipality. Municipality district planning committee ಬರ್ತದನಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? It will be coming or not? Yes, that's why all the three statements are correct. Which of the following is not a type of urban local body provided by the constitution? Not ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Okay, that not ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ, ನಗರ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಂಟೋನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್, ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲಿಟಿ, ನಗರ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಗರ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ 3 types ಆಫ್ ಮುನ್ಸಿಪಾಲಿಟೀಸ್. ಯಾವುದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಬರೋದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಯಾವ್ದು? ನಗರ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್. ನಗರ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ ಈಸ್ ದೇರ್, municipal corporation is there, cantonment board, municipality. Which of following is not a type of urban local body? Nagar Panchayat. Provided by the constitution. It is cantonment board. Cantonment board. Let me tell you how. Urban local body nalli we are having 3 types. Nagara Panchayat, municipality council anta ide. Municipality council or municipality both are same itself. Then comes the big one, that is municipal corporation. You have written 3 types are there. Okay. This cantonment board will come under municipalities. There are 6 to 8 ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ types. That comes under municipality. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಬರೋದು cantonment board. Town area committee, notified area committee, cantonment board, special purpose agency. ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ all the types that will come under this one. That's why this is the wrong option. Consider the following statement regarding the 12th schedule. 12th schedule that deals with what? Municipality, that is 74th Constitutional Amendment Act. 12th schedule, last schedule, that deals with municipality. This is correct. Okay. Then it lists 18 functional items in municipality. Correct. Urban forestry is one of the function mentioned. Urban forestry. Is it mentioned? Have you written that subjects? Just go through that subjects. Whatever written in municipality. 18 subjects ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ. Check urban forestry is mentioned or not. If it is mentioned, then option, all these statements are correct. That is D. It is mentioned actually, urban forestry. Have you written that 18 points, 18 items? Not written? Okay. I'll send that notes as well. Okay. Urban forestry is included in that 18 item. That's why option D is correct. Next. The mayor in a municipal corporation is chief executive officer, ceremonial head appointed by the governor, head of the state election commission. Municipal corporation, who's the head? The mayor will be. Whether he is a CEO? No. IAS officer will be the CEO, commissioner ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. Municipal corporation ನಲ್ಲಿ there will be a commissioner, CEO. Not the IAS officer, he is not related. Mayor is not called as chief executive officer there. Ceremonial head. Next, appointed by the governor? No. The mayor will not be appointed by the governor. Then, head of the state election commission? Absolutely no. Not even related. Then this answer is correct. He is just a ceremonial head. He will be elected for 1 year, minimum 1 year. That can be renewable as well. 1.5 years, 2 years, 3 years ವರೆಗೂ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಮೇಯರ್. In Bangalore, since from 6 years in the, I don't think mayor is elected. Where is? Actually, the oath they didn't mention in the book at all. M. Lakshmikantalli. They didn't mention who will appoint him, who will administer the oath. They didn't mention that. You can just check in a Google whether see, they have given in a Wikipedia. The mayor is the ceremonial head on that. Don't know who will appoint him. Okay. Tenure they have given 1 to 5 years. They are appointed by the state government, not the governor. They are appointed by the state government, not the governor. Election Commission of India is what? Constitutional body. Next. Consider the following statements. They have given elimination technique. The Chief Election Commissioner has a tenure of 6 years. Chief Election Commissioner has a tenure of 6 years, yes. And 65 years mentioned on Madila. But this statement is correct. Next, the conditions of the service of election commissioners are determined by the parliament. They cannot be removed by the president. Sorry, they can be removed by the president on the recommendations of the prime minister. Which of the following statements are correct? Tell me. They can be removed by the president on the recommendation of prime minister? No. Removal of chief election commissioner. Yaudu? Special majority plus absolute majority. That too Lok Sabha. Rajya Sabhadalli pass agbeku. Then president can remove. We're not telling by the recommendation of Prime Minister. No, it can't happen. This statement is wrong. LL3 there, just it is wrong. Now it is between these two options, 1 and 2 only or 2 only. Okay. Chief Election Commissioner has tenure of 6 years ಅಂತ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. This statement is correct ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಈ statement correct ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ obviously second statement might be correct to itself. ಯಾವುದು?
Prime Minister President can put a resolution or proposal to the Parliament.
Not at all. See, ಈ process ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? This process, then where it will go?
President can propose Prime Minister can propose the proposal.
No, that is wrong. See, only they can be removed based on the grounds of what? Misbehavior or incapacity. Firstly, what they should do, this removal resolution should be passed either in both the houses. Firstly, this removal resolution should be passed in both the houses with the help of this majority. Then it will be sent for the president. The recommendation will not be given by the Prime Minister or Council of Ministers in removing. Appointment nalli they will give. But that was appointment nalli eno antandre with the Council of Ministers, that was the previous process. But new process nalli enide? Prime Minister, CJI along with Lok Sabha, leader of opposition party. Since here recommendation will not be given by the Prime Minister. It will not be. Only with the help of this process he will be removed. Chief Election Commissioner. Prime Minister recommendation ಎಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನಡೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Appointment process ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತದೆ. But removal process ನಲ್ಲಿ it will not be. Try to understand. The recommendation given by Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, it is only for appointment process, not for removal process. Understood? Removal process, they need this kind of majorities for removing the for removing the constitutional body members. Constitutional body members kalidare alba, all this election commission, UPSC, SPSC, Finance Commission, 10 commission ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ ನೆನ್ನೆ. The members can be removed only with the help of this kind of majorities. Recommendations is not needed here. Someone antandre it might be minister as well, it might be. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ recommendations totally the only recommendation given by the Prime Minister, President should remove ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. This process ಇದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. That's why this statement is wrong. If they have mentioned they can be removed by the President, no, from passing the special majority in both the houses of Parliament ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ it would have been correct. Special majority from both the houses of Parliament ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ that statement is correct. But since they have given recommendation of Prime Minister ಇವತ್ತು ತೆಗೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ತೆಗೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. But then where the process will go then? Understood? This statement is wrong. When you eliminate these both statements, it is two statements ನಲ್ಲೇ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇವಾಗ. Since the first statement is correct, we know that ಪಕ್ಕಾ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾದಾಗ, then we should choose this one. In both, we should choose this only. Because the statement one is correct, that's why we should choose. Got it? This is what elimination technique is. UPSC ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನ್ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಒಂದು difficulty ಏನಲ್ಲ. With the help of elimination, cut off can be at least 90. I can assure. Okay. For 200 marks, you need what? The 90 marks. Okay. With the help of these kind of techniques, you can eliminate. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರು ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು, how many of the following statements ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಬಚಾವ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ? Sorry, which of the following statements ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ like this kind pattern, you can pass easily. But how many of the following statements ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ? How many following statements are correct ಅಂದ್ರೆ you should know each statements whether they are correct or not. Okay, how many of the following statements ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಟರ್ನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸು ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಈ ತರ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವಿತ್ ದ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಈಸಿಲಿ ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್. You should know both the ways. That's why understand the concept rather understanding this elimination technique. Elimination technique will help only for 10 to 12 questions. That's it. 10 to 15 questions. It will help to reach you for the cutoff. But ಆ ವರ್ಷ ಏನಾದ್ರು how many of the following statements 100 questions ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? It will be difficult. Okay. You should know all the types of techniques. If you know the concepts, then it will be helpful. If you don't know the concepts, ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Concepts ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ you can eliminate. Without even knowing the concept, without even knowing the topic, how can you eliminate? Give weightage for concept 90%. Only this kind of strategy will help only for 10%. Study each topics, each chapters thoroughly. Which article of the Constitution provides for election commission? Yesterday I told you. 324. Superintendence, direction, control of elections. Next, who appoints the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Who appoints? President appoints. The direct question is factual. President will appoint him or not? Next, which of the following elections are conducted by the Election Commission of India? Election Commission of India conducts elections for whom? Then odidbala President, Vice President, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha members, MLAs, MLCs. Which are correct here? Eliminate Panchayat. Wherever there is 3, eliminate that. 3 and 3. Next ನಮಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗೋದು 1 2 4. 1 to 4 ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ. Okay. The Representation of People's Act 1950 deals with Representation of People's Act 1950 deals with conduct of elections, delimitation of constituency, registration of political parties, disqualification of MP. Yaudu? Conduct of elections. Representation of People's Act 1951 deals with allocation of seats, delimitation ಸಂಬಂಧ ಅದು. Here delimitation ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Eliminate this. Qualification and disqualification of members, electoral roll preparation. C. Consider the following statements. RPA Act 1951 provides for the registration of political parties. RPA 1950 provides for conduct of elections to the parliament. Option D. Registration of political parties. Is that under RPA Act? They didn't mention. Just check in Google, put the statement. Registration of political parties. Okay, that will be coming. Write down 1951. Still other more functions of that. RPA Act 1951. Write down there itself. Qualification and disqualification. Qualification and disqualifications for MP. For MP and state legislatures. And state legislatures. Next point. Notification of general election. Third point. Registration of political parties. Fourth one. Administrative machinery. Administrative machinery for the conduct of elections. Fifth point. Conduct of elections like nomination of candidates, comma, candidates and their agents, comma, general procedure of elections, comma, the poll, comma, counting of votes, comma, multiple elections, comma, publication of election results, comma, declaration of assets and liabilities. The candidate in his nomination report, whatever he submits, in that he should declare the assets. Yes, property ಇದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಲ ಇದೆ. He should declare that. Comma. Election expenses. Full stop. Next, sixth point. Disputes regarding elections. Next point. Corruption practices. And electoral offenses. Electoral offenses. Next point. By-elections. BYE. What is this by-election? Have you heard this? By-election ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ, by-election ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. What is that? Okay, see how. By-elections will be conducted if the representative have been died. MLA ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರ್ತದೆ tenure? 5 years ಇರ್ತದೆ. Suddenly 2 years election, suddenly 2 years ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ರು, ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. During that time it will be vacant. Then if he is ill health, okay, he should resign. Okay, or suddenly if that candidate resigns, or suddenly if there is any disqualification ಆದ್ರು, ಉಚ್ಚಾಟನೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, disqualified ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. During that time the by-elections will be conducted within 6 months of time. 2 years ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, but the seat is vacant now. Within 6 months, the Election Commission of India should conduct the election. Within 6 months. Rest period ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, 2 years ಗೆ ವೇಕೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, 6 years ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. 2.5 years ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಯ್ತು. ಇನ್ನ 2.5 years ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, not for again 5 years. That is what called as by election. General election means throughout Karnataka elections will be conducted for MLAs at one time. That is general election. 224 MLAs, the same day elections will be conducted. By election means if there is any vacancy, then this will be conducted till general elections declaration. ಮತ್ತೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಇವರು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. It is not again for 5 years, extending for 5 years. Okay, think it is for 3 years. Okay, 3 years ಆಗಿತ್ತು, 4 months ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ rest 1 year or 1.5 years ಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ they will work. Okay, but 4.5 years ಆಗಿದೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅವಾಗ ವೇಕೆನ್ಸಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಬೈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೆಸಲ್ಲ. ವಯಸ್ಸು ಓನ್ಲಿ 6 months ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು. ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಜನರಲ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅವಾಗ ನಡೆಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಓಕೆ. ರಮ್ಯಾ, she has contested for MP election. Okay, that was for by election. Then again she became MP at the general election. ಈ ತರ. Okay, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರ? Then yeah, that's it. All these are the points of the RPA Act of 1951. Now it tells that RPA Act of 1951 provides for registration of political party. That statement is correct. RPA Act of 1951 provides for the conduct of elections to the parliament. RPA Act 1950 ಏನ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ? RPA Act 1950 that tells what? Allocation of seats in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, state legislative assemblies. ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅದರದೇನು ಇದನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ the points of that. And electoral list ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹೌದಾ? electoral rolls ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು periodic wise. Photographs, that is what they have given there. That is statement is wrong. Then one only is correct. Disqualification on the grounds of corrupt practices provided under ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಲ್ಲ RPA Act 1951. Have you written that corruption practices point? ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? If you didn't write that also, corruption practice. Next, which of the following authorities decides on the disqualification of MPs under RPA Act of 1951? President of India, Speaker of Lok Sabha, Election Commission of India, Supreme Court. See, the disqualification of MPs, that will be decided by the President of India. It is not decided by the Speaker, Election Commission of India or Supreme Court. But recommendation will be given by the ECI for the President. Understood? Recommendations will be given by whom? ECI. Model Code of Conduct comes into effect on the announcement of election scheduled by Election Commission of India on the day of polling. Vote hako time alli avatinasthe irutta Model Code of Conduct? No. On filing of nominations? No. On counting day? No. It will be getting into effect once it has been announced. Announced at dinindindane it will get into the effect. Option A. Which of the following are covered under MCC, that is Model Code of Conduct? Use of government vehicle. Next, announcement of new schemes, personal life of candidate. Model Code of Conduct ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಬರ್ತದೆ? You have already written that. Are they having right to use government vehicles? No. Announcement of new schemes? No. And personal life of candidate? We can't condemn the personal life of candidate. Okay, all the three are correct. All the three are correct, not this answer A. Model Code of Conduct is statutory under RPA Act of 1951, a part of Constitution. Model Code of Conduct ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. A voluntary agreement enforced by the ECI, a rule framed by the Parliament. See, a model code of conduct, nowhere it is mentioned in the Constitution. It is just a rules. It is just a voluntary agreement that is made by the ECI. That's why Constitution can't provide any punishment. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗಲೇ ಏನು ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಬೈ ದ ECI. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಆ ECI ನವ್ರಿಗೂ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ನಾಟ್ ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್. ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಪವರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪೇನಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಡೇಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ limited powers they are having. Okay, it is just a voluntary agreement enforced by the ECI, Election Commission of India. Election Commission of India can make the rules, can make the rules and regulations. Acts will be made by the Parliament. Acts will be made by the Parliament. ಕಾನೂನು ಮಾಡೋರು ಪಾರ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ನವರು. ಬಟ್ ಈ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ they are different. They are not same. Rules can be made by any department. Acts can be made by only the Parliament or state government. Try to understand. Okay. Which of the following institutions enforces the model code of conduct? Yaar enforce madodu? Who will enforce this? Election Commission of India. That is what they have given. This answer is correct. The model code of conduct applies to only parliamentary elections, only state elections, both parliamentary and assembly elections, local body elections only. Which is correct. Model code of conduct, Niti Samhita Jarige, it will be for both parliament and for state legislatures. Lok Sabha election, MLA elections, MLC elections, ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ. Which of the following are statutory bodies? ಅಂದ್ರೆ non-constitutional bodies. Non-constitutional bodies ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಇದಾವೆ? Statutory bodies means non-constitutional body. Election Commission of India, which is that? Constitutional body. Then eliminate. This one is eliminated. Next one. State Election Commission, Finance Commission. Finance Commission is a constitutional body. Yesterday we have written that. Eliminate this. 2 ide nodi. Here also. Just eliminate this one. Sorry, 3. Illondide. And if you eliminate that, it is none. Okay. 1 is constitutional body. This is also constitutional. 1, 3 ellide nodi. Illi 1 ide. Eliminate this. 3 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಇದೆ. ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಸಿಗೋದು ನನ್. ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಪೇರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ 324 ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಪಂಚಾಯತ್ 243 correct. Municipality 244. 1 and 2 are correct. ಇದೊಂದು ನಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರೋದು. Just eliminate this. 1 and 2 correct ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. 2 and 3 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Eliminate this, eliminate this. Now it is confusion between A and B. 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3. Municipalities, ಯಾವುದು ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ರಿಟನ್? 243 to 243O. ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, 243 ಇಂದ 243O ವರೆಗೂ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, 243 ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. Municipality 244.
243P, 243Z.
Yes, it is not. Municipality is related from Article 243P to 243ZG. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ this eliminate this one. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 statement wrong ಆಗಿದೆ. When you eliminate this 3 as well, you will be getting only answer 1 and 2 only. Which schedule of the constitution relates to allocation of seats in parliament? Fourth schedule. Allocation of seats of Raj Sabha. Consider the following statements. Elections to Lok Sabha are conducted under Representation of People's Act 1951. Electoral rolls are prepared under RPA Act of 1950. Which of the following statements are correct? Both the statements are correct. Electoral rolls ideyala, that is prepared by 1950 Act of RUPA Act. Illu enide? Elections, the process that will start from 1951 RPA Act. Who can remove the Chief Election Commissioner from office? Which is that statement? Chief Election Commissioner can be removed by option A, President with resolution passed by both the houses of Parliament. Idu correcto? Prime Minister, that is wrong. Parliament by simple majority. Simple? No, that is wrong. Okay. Supreme Court of India. They didn't mention special majority, even though it is correct. Special majority ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೂ absolutely correct ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, 100% correct. But all these 3 statements are not correct. Then we should go for the first statement only. Okay. By this we have completed the prelims of this Panchayat, Municipality and Election Commission of India. Have you got to know how to answer the prelims? Okay. If you are having any doubts, do let me know. Any doubts till now? Just go through that once. If you are having any doubts, do let me know so that we can discuss. Tomorrow, day after tomorrow, that is for weekend batch, you can come. Have you came for this first chapter, Union and its territory? Article 1234. Article 1234. You can come for tomorrow's class. Monday, we'll be having UPSC, SPSC, Finance Commission. 3 to 4 chapters will be completed. Since all the chapters are small, we'll be getting finished. And Monday afternoon, we'll be having the environment classes. 10 to 1, Polity. 2 to 5, environment. Okay. Okay, we'll wind up the class then. Should I continue the class? Want to teach UPSC chapter? Or you want to study? If you want to teach, let me start that. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Just do the revision. Next further classes will teach you the mains answer writing. We'll give the question. I will just tell you how to answer.